Shall we move on?
Yeah, let's go to the last topic because I find that one really interesting.
Yeah, the last topic that we're going to talk about tonight is environmental storytelling.
Yes.
Which is something that we're always talking about in our streams.
It is near and dear to my heart.
It honestly is. The first thing we're going to start with is GameDeveloper.com's article on environmental storytelling.
Yeah.
And then it comes with this great, fantastic way of starting this off. I love this, and I'm going to read this out loud in my narrative voice. Weapon at the ready, you slowly open the door. No movement ahead. No sounds behind you. You relax slightly and enter the room. Along a far wall, beneath pale strips of peeling wallpaper, is a bed. A sagging mattress atop broken boards covered with the decayed brown remnants of a bedspread. On the bed is a small skeleton. One of its arms reaches towards the room's lone window and one short leg rests inside a moldy leather brace. The window is boarded up, but a pale golden light sneaks through the gaps in the plank. On the floor below the window lies a baseball glove and a weathered baseball bat. On a rotted windowsill glowing in the sunset sits a baseball bearing the faded signature of someone named Dizzy Dean.
Whoa.
Around the window are drawn simple images, stick figures playing with a ball on a sunny day, a house with something warm being taken from the oven, a brilliant flash of light, multiple angry stick figures wrestling with two horizontal stick figures drawn with their eyes closed. You step back and close the door, leaving the room as you found it. Okay, so...
Wow.
What I love about that opening is that tells a story without ever a line of dialogue.
That's right.
Without ever a note. You just
no text.
You look at it and you can tell the story.
Yeah.
That is environmental storytelling.
All right.
And it is one of the most powerful things you can do in game design.
Yeah.
We are going to do a podcast on this where we're going to go into how to do it. Tonight we're going to talk about why it's so powerful, what it is. And I love this definition. Environmental storytelling is the art of arranging a careful selection of the objects available in a game world so that they suggest a story to the player who sees them. And that is the best definition. I mean, I would have given it like a very layman's term. That was really well put and very succinct. When you walk into a scene or you look at a certain part of your game world and physical objects, lighting effects, etc., create a narrative, that right there is environmental storytelling.
Yeah.
So I'm going to turn it over for Teal for a bit because she loves that stuff. And I want to hear from her feelings on it. What you think makes it so strong to you.
Because it is different than your typical gameplay loop, which is talking heads or reading something. And to me, it encourages you to explore the environment and use your eyes and walk around the space. Actually explore. That is, that really adds to the gameplay, I think. For me, it's really immersive, and I feel like a discoverer. I go into that room or that area, and just there's a tableau. Something has happened sometime in the past, and you're looking at it, you're like, wow. You're figuring out what happened and how it might relate to the current, to the present. And it's just, to me, it's very immersive, and it's also kind of a break from following your main story.
Absolutely. Burke brings up pretty much a great point. Environmental storytelling basically respects the player's intelligence to figure out what the hell happened here.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And what the article says right here, environmental storytelling is less direct, but when in combination with direct storytelling, that's things like notes, people telling you stuff, it's a wonderful way to deepen the player's immersion in a virtual world. Because look at reality. In the real world, if you talk to someone and they tell you something about a place, an event, that's usually going to be paired with you going to that place and seeing something for yourself. Think of a crime scene. When a detective goes into a crime scene, they're going to see the crime scene.
Yes.
That crime scene tells a story, but then they talk to witnesses.
Yeah.
They listen to voicemails. They read emails. And the whole picture comes together from both what they're told and what they're shown.
Yeah.
That is why direct storytelling and environmental storytelling should be paired together. Now, you can go one or the other, but there's going to be drawbacks and benefits to both. With, more or pure direct storytelling, the player's going to understand what it is you want them to understand.
Right.
But you're going to give them a lot of detachment from the immersion of the world.
Mm-hmm.
And you'll also have, like Burke's talking about, exposition through walls of text.
Walls of text.
Don't want to do that. Or or a character explaining everything to you.
Right.
If you go
as if you're, low intelligence.
Exactly. If you go the pure environmental storytelling route, you're going to have this beautiful immersion and this kind of feeling of being a part of the observation of the story, seeing the story, being shown the story. And the downside is you may not be able to figure out what's going on.
Or you just miss it entirely as you run through the room and go outside and kill zombies.
So it's finding a balance between the two.
Yeah.
And doesn't always have to be equal. Sometimes it could be more direct and more environmental that you as a game developer have to do.
I got a good example of that. Mm-hmm. This is in Fallout 4.
Okay.
You go into a certain cabin and you walk in, and on this old mattress is a skeleton, and it's wearing a battered dress. And there's a teddy bear nearby and a book, a diary. So you pick up the diary and read it, and you find out that this was a teenage girl who ran away from home. And she gave her reasons, and she was hiding out in that cabin, and the bombs fell.
There you go. So it chronicles the last few moments of a person's life.
Yeah.
But also, what did this person live through? What did this person have in their life that led them to running away from home?
Yeah. And she explains that in her little diary.
But then you see that she get to this place. She has her teddy bear. But that was it.
That was it.
She was trying to, for whatever reason, continue her life story in this new place that might have been scary, that might have been adventurous. Maybe she was escaping something bad and there was a feeling of hope. Maybe that was a feeling of despair because she missed her family. Whatever. And then her story ended because the bombs fell and she died. And that is so powerful.